Do you want to make more money? Are you getting what you're worth? So today I'm outside walking. It's a beautiful Arizona day. Instead of making something in the studio, I wanted to come to you and just talk to you a little bit about, are you getting paid what you're worth? You know, I have these conversations with people all the time, and we talk about where they're at as far as their income and what do they want to do the next 10 years and what role do they want to play and how much money do they really want to make. And you get all these different numbers thrown out. I want to make 200,000. I want to make 300,000. I want to make 400,000. I want to make 500,000. It's funny because a lot of times I talk to people and they don't really say they want to make $1 million. But the fact of the matter is, you're worth what you think you're worth, 100%. So my thoughts are, if you think that you're making $100,000 and you're comfortable, but you want more, but you're not taking the actions and you're not doing anything else to break that $100,000 opportunity, then where do you think that's from? Do you think that's maybe an environmental issue? Because let's face it, I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, sometimes money was the root of all evil. Money could be a bad thing, and money was scarce and it was hard to find. So what happens is, a lot of times when you grow up like that and you start ratting food back and you're like, where am I going to get my next meal? When are we going to move next? You develop all these issues. And two, I would tell you this, that sometimes even people that were raised with a lot of money, a good middle class, they worry about how are they going to survive and what are they going to do? And can they be good enough? Can they be like their mom and dad when it comes to generating income? So there's all these like little things going on inside our mind. The fact of the matter is, I believe we're all worth more than what we probably give ourselves credit for. Think about that for a second. We're all worth maybe a little bit more, not only financially, but we're worth a little bit more in our relationships. We're worth more in pretty much everything we touch. But what we do is we put these limitations on ourselves, and we judge ourselves and we keep ourselves stuck. If you want to make more, you have to look at the value proposition. What are you putting out there? What value are you putting out to your employer or to the marketplace? What's that value look like? Are you giving more value than what you're actually getting back? Because sometimes I would tell you this too, you have to pay your dues. You got to give tremendous, it's like it's like a good savings account. You got to put money in the bank. And eventually you take a little bit of that out and you purchase something that you need. Well, same thing with your positions that you're holding in corporate America or your job, is that you're actually putting value in the bank. And you keep putting that value in the bank. And then what happens is eventually that value adds up. And then when it adds up is when you get noticed, when something like happens and opportunities start flowing. And you're like, man, what did I do? Well, most of the time you have put tremendous amount of value in the marketplace and to your employers. And when you do that, great things happen. Also, you find ways to work on your mind. You know, you work on your mindset. I always say, have $1 million mindset. What that is doing $1 million activities. How do millionaires act? How do they go about their day? How do they go about their business? Do you have $1 million mindset? You know, that have $1 million mindset is have $1 million mindset when it comes to your body and working out, $1 million mindset when it comes to relationships with God, $1 million mindset when it comes to relationships with your family, $1 million mindset when it's dealing with your position at work. And when you think like that, you act like that, you do things a little bit differently. The next thing people ask me about all the time is like, is corporate America really where it's at? I think I should just go out on my own. Well, you know, the fact of the matter is that corporate America is an awesome place to be. You can learn a lot. The secret is get with a really good company. Believe in that company. Believe in that brand. Believe in their mission statement. Believe in that vision statement. If you don't believe in the mission, you don't believe in the vision, you don't believe in the company, then why do you stay? Don't ever get locked into a company and stay there just because of the ease of it. I'll give you an example. I was with the company for 18 years. The first 14 years, it was amazing. I enjoyed it. The last 4 years, I didn't so much. So I got out of it. I went to an independent company, and I'll be there coming up on 15 years. I 100% with 100% certainty, believe in the mission, believe in the vision, believe in the brand. And what I really love is the people that I get to work with every single day. When I go to work, I have no dreads. When I get to fly to California, spend time with my team, no regrets. When I get to stay in Arizona, work with my team and see all the leaders, no regret. When I get to go to Idaho and Utah to see the team members and work with them, no regret. I enjoy it. I love it. So where are you at? I just tell you these things so you can know that you can do it too and you can grasp it. Don't believe the lies that you got to stay somewhere that you don't like, that you don't respect. Don't get caught up in the golden handcuffs where you feel like you're stuck. You can't leave. As you stay in a company a long time, you start making pretty good money and you just don't want to leave because of that. Don't ever be stuck in a situation like that. The day that you quit loving what you do, then you find something else and do that. Don't let anything to hold you back at all. If I didn't love what I do, I would leave, period, 100%. No ifs, ands, and buts, no doubts, no uncertainty, 100% I would be. And guess what? I wouldn't have to have a plan B to do it. You know why? Because I've worked on myself. I worked my mind, I worked the body, I worked my spirit, I worked the career, I worked my family, I worked my friends, I give, I add value. So I have confidence. It's not ego, it's confidence. And I walk in that confidence. You know why? Because I do add value to people. And I do love people for where they're at. I'm not perfect, but it takes this mindset to win. If you really want to win, this is how you do it. These are the things you have to do if you really want to win. So you can do it. You don't have to settle. You can make more money. You can have an awesome position in corporate America, 100%. But the secret is what? Pick the right company. Work on yourself. Have $1 million mindset. And you too, my friend, can have it all, a lifestyle, and live a life, provide for your family, and be passionate, and just enjoy the ride where you're at. Look, we all been called to do something. We all have a purpose. So when you find that, things will change. You'll live with confidence. You'll make a difference. Until then, be well, keep working it, add value, and make a difference.